in the very moment you are watching this video, a doomsday scenario could have already begun without warning. Invisible and moving at the speed of light. It is not a giant asteroid or a hungry black hole, but a collapse of reality itself. A cosmic off switch that ends everything instantly. Welcome to the most terrifying hypothesis of modern physics. Today, we explore the mystery of the Higgs field and the dreaded event called vacuum decay. Imagine a bubble of energy appearing out of nowhere, expanding at the speed of light, deleting every star and planet it touches from the cosmic map. There would be no time to react, no news reports, and no pain. 1 second the universe exists, and the next it is simply gone. This isn't science fiction, it is a calculated possibility, based on our understanding of the fundamental laws that govern every atom in your body. To understand how the universe could die, look at the invisible foundation that holds it all together, the mysterious Higgs field. For billions of years, the universe has been stable, but physics suggests that this stability might be a fragile illusion, waiting to be shattered. The ticking clock of the cosmos could stop at any moment, triggered by a tiny fluctuation in a field we only recently discovered. In the aftermath, there is nothing left. No heat, no light, no atoms, just a new alien reality that we can never hope to understand. Let us dive deep into the quantum world to see why our very existence might be sitting on a hair trigger of total annihilation. Think of the Higgs field as an invisible ocean that fills every corner of the universe. It is everywhere, even in the empty space between atoms. As particles move through this field, they interact with it. This interaction is what gives particles their mass, allowing them to form solid matter. Without the Higgs field, would be massless, zip around at the speed of light, and never settle down to form atoms or people. Heavy particles are like objects moving through thick honey. They feel a lot of resistance from the Higgs field, giving them significant mass. Light, however, does not interact with the field at all. It glides over the surface like a skater on ice, remaining massless and fast. In 2012, the world of science was rocked when the Large Hadron Collider at CERN finally detected the Higgs Boson, confirming the field exists. This discovery completed our map of the subatomic world, but it also revealed a terrifying secret about the nature of our universe. By measuring the mass of the Higgs Boson, physicists realized that the Higgs field might not be in its most stable state. It is as if the foundation of our entire reality is built on a ledge, balanced precariously over a much deeper, darker cliff. We call this state metastability. It looks stable, but it is actually waiting for a tiny push to collapse. When the universe was born, the Higgs field settled into its current value, giving us the laws of physics we know and love today. This specific strength is the only reason chemistry works, why stars shine, and why your DNA stays held together in a spiral. But what if this field is just a temporary setting? What if there is a lower setting that the universe would prefer to be in? If the Higgs field ever changes its state, the rules of reality will be rewritten instantly, and we will not survive the transition. To understand this, we need to look at the concept of energy levels and the analogy of a ball on a hill. Everything in nature wants to be at its lowest possible energy state. A ball on a hill will always roll down to the bottom. Currently, our universe is like a ball sitting in a small dip halfway down a mountain. This dip is what we call the false vacuum, sitting there for nearly 14 billion years, making us think it is the final destination. But it is not the bottom. Far below us lies the true vacuum, the absolute lowest energy state the Higgs field can achieve. It is the true floor of reality. The only thing keeping us safe is the hill between the false vacuum and the true vacuum. It is a barrier of pure physics, however. In the weird world of quantum mechanics, things don't always need to go over the hill to get to the other side. Through a process called quantum tunneling, the Higgs field could simply pop through the barrier and land in the true vacuum valley. This could be triggered by a high-energy event, or simply a random 1 in a trillion quantum fluctuation anywhere in the cosmos. Once the ball starts rolling into that deeper valley, there is no stopping it. The off switch has been flipped for the entire universe. Single point in space transitions to the true vacuum. it releases a massive amount of energy that pushes its neighbors. This creates a chain reaction, a bubble of the new lower energy reality that begins to expand at the speed of light in all directions. Inside this bubble, the laws of physics are completely different. The Higgs field has a new value, and matter as we know it cannot exist. It is a cosmic reset. The universe is literally rewriting its own source code, and our current version is being deleted in real time. Because it travels at the speed of light, you can't see it coming. The information that the universe is ending arrives at the same time as the end. 1 microsecond you are living your life, and the next, the atoms that make you up no longer follow the rules of chemistry. Inside the bubble of nothingness, the very concept of you becomes impossible. The forces that hold your cells together simply stop working. Atoms might not orbit nuclei anymore. Quarks might not form protons. The ingredients for life are replaced by something entirely alien. This isn't just destruction. It is a fundamental transformation of space itself. The vacuum we live in is revealed to be a lie. Even the fastest machines we could ever build are standing still compared to the speed of this encroaching wall of physics. Time itself might be measured differently inside, or not exist at all, in a way that our current minds can even begin to comprehend. The sheer energy released at the bubble's edge is enough to incinerate anything, but the change in physics is what truly finishes the job. The fundamental forces of nature would decouple or change their strength, causing the universe to collapse or expand in ways we cannot predict. It is the ultimate game over screen for everything that has ever happened in the history of the 13.8 billion-year-old cosmos. If our civilization, our art, or our struggles would remain, the new universe would be a blank slate, totally indifferent to us. Vacuum decay is the predator, silent, invisible, and absolute. It is the natural conclusion to a universe that started with a bang. But before you panic, we must look at the math. Physics tells us about the danger, but it also gives us a reason to breathe. The same equations that suggest vacuum decay also suggest that our current vacuum is remarkably stable for a very, very long time. If the universe was truly that unstable, it likely would have collapsed shortly after the Big Bang, long before stars even had a chance to form. The probability of a quantum tunneling event happening in any given cubic meter of space is so low it defies human imagination. We are talking about timescales that make the current age of the universe look like a single heartbeat in a long life. Time for a vacuum decay event to occur is often cited as 10 to the power of 100 years. That's a Google. This is longer than the lifespan of every star in the sky. By the time this could happen, the universe would already be cold and dark. Scientists are constantly refining the measurements of the Higgs Boson and the top quark to get a more accurate health report for space. Current data suggests we are in a metastable zone, which sounds scary, but it actually means we are safe for the foreseeable future. For all practical purposes, the off switch is locked behind a door that will likely never be opened during our time or our descendants. Even if a bubble did start somewhere, the expansion of the universe is so fast that it might never reach us across the vast distances. We have survived for billions of years through supernovas and galaxy collisions. Vacuum decay is just another mystery for us to solve. In these extreme possibilities, we learn more about the origin of our universe and the incredible fine-tuning that allows us to exist. The fact that the universe hasn't collapsed yet is a testament to the incredible balance of the fundamental forces that govern everything. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself, even if that knowledge includes the possibility of its own eventual distant end. Our planet is a tiny oasis of stability in a vast, energetic ocean. It is a reminder of how precious our time truly is. The everyday moments we often take for granted are actually supported by the most complex and delicate physics imaginable. Vacuum decay is a humbling thought, but it shouldn't be a source of fear. Instead, let it be a source of immense appreciation. In the face of cosmic annihilation, every breath, every discovery, and every connection we make becomes infinitely more valuable. The universe is a miracle of stability. Age that has been set perfectly for the drama of life to unfold for eons. We may be small, and our reality may be temporary, but the story we are writing here is one of courage and curiosity. Physics tells us how the universe might end, but it cannot measure the value of the life that exists within it right now. Until the day the off switch is flipped, if it ever is, we have an entire cosmos to explore and a life to live. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the edge of reality. Stay curious, keep exploring, and